So I wanted to address the last video a little bit, guys. You know, the Odyssey didn't do too good. We weren't happy with it. Obviously, y'all weren't happy with it. Telling by the comments. We got some issues with it. She was breaking up, and you know, I was just really surprised with how quick you were to jump on and let us know that something was going wrong. Obviously, we wish the van performed better than it did. I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention that, you know, we're not some $100,000 race program. We go there to have fun, meet our fans, talk to you guys, and you know, half of it's not even about the racing, half of it's just hanging out with friends and doing all that stuff. But you know, like I said, I'm bringing it up because you guys seem to really not enjoy the fact that the van didn't do too good.
You guys were out for blood in the comments.
You guys were out for blood in the comments, you know, and that's just how it goes. You know, look at some of our close automotive YouTuber friends. They have issues too, and I usually expect you guys to be like, oh, good job guys, you tried, I know you'll be back. But this time it was like, you guys are idiots, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Idiots, dude.
Could we do things better? Yes. Should we probably make a checklist? Yes.
This is all stuff we're working on, though.
Yeah, but I never want it to go too, like, take it too seriously, because then at some point, in my eyes, racing becomes less fun once you're there just to race and be competitive. I'm all about the fun side of it as well. So, you know, when stuff goes wrong, you just got to make the best of the situation. And that's what we did. We still drove her back. She's still good. We just got to figure this thing out. Yeah. But yeah.
Were we unprepared this weekend? Slightly.
We were
yes.
Unprepared. Well, it also seemed fine on the street.
Yeah.
And that was my go ahead to send it.
Right.
And it didn't work. And then on the way back on the street, it was fine. And yeah, it was one of those videos I was like editing it, and I was like, you know, I don't even really want to post this because nothing too much happened. We didn't get much footage at the Freedom Factory because there was all this loud music, even though we were there with all the guys. Emilio was there, all that stuff. We kind of just hung out with the fans and everything. And then I was like, oh well, the next day, van at the track, that'll be a good video because this thing's gonna go take down some vets. But you know, the vet took us down, and then I was like,
you don't have that on them big jobs.
You're gonna have that sometimes. So, you know, I just threw it together. I was like, whatever, we'll move on. And then you guys were just attacking in the comments, and I was like, man, maybe we gotta rethink everything about ourselves. We gotta.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Like me and Kyle were talking off camera. It's really hard for two guys to focus on 7 cars.
Yeah.
You know, there is a lot of work to be had.
With a truck that would probably break down at any moment now.
Right.
So
it's hard to split the time up evenly to get every one of them completely dialed.
And that is why we have Wyatt now, because you know, I'm trying to get things more legit. So I'm really working on it. Obviously the builds have come a lot farther than where they started, but you know, things are gonna happen. That's just part of racing. Sorry to let you guys down that day. I'll try to do better.
No promises it won't happen again.
I mean,
we're trying to step it up.
It's tuned, everything can be perfect. You get to the track, it's racing, anything could happen, no matter how prepared you are. So I'd understand if, you know, we're putting out a video every day for a week straight and it was just sputtering. But you know, you can't hate on the old Odyssey here. She's been through a lot.
Yeah.
She's accomplished more than she's been unaccomplishing, if that makes sense.
do we need to take a trip down memory lane of what this thing has done in the past? Like, this thing has gone rounds.
Yeah, she's done so much, guys. Even back when it was front wheel drive, you know, freaking
doing half-mile events.
Yeah, half-mile
Gap and Leroy,
Daytona Speedway, freaking, and then it sat for a while. But yeah, ice cream cruise, freaking racing the McLaren, doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, I can't even name all of them off the top of my head, but yeah, she does break up a couple times, but you're just gonna have that. I ordered a whole bunch of spark plugs, so they're on the way. I think that is part of the issue because these plugs are super old, and we'll just go from there. But you know, that's what it is. Maybe next time, relax a little bit. It hurts our feelings inside. We really try. Sometimes. But end of the day, we just want to have fun.
Yeah, we're just here to have fun, man.
Yeah, today's not a fun day as well.
Today's a big oof.
We're back to work. We're trying to make it happen for you guys. So I've been busy working on the MR2 all day. Wyatt's been working on the S14 all day. If you can come with me over here. The engine is no longer in the MR2 anymore. I just got that pulled out. Did it all by myself. Well, I've been pulling this out of the MR2 to find out what that noise is. You know, I was going to leave it in there and send it, but, you know, obviously your comments changed me. And now we're going to do it right and not send it.
I'm a brand new man.
Changed man. But no, that's gonna go on the engine stand. Gonna tear it all the way apart. And here, I'll take that from you.
Dude, don't look at me, dude. I ain't got a hat on. I'm looking a little homeless today.
You want my Tecton hat? It's
Thanks,
probably
Tecton.
pretty tight.
Ooh,
I got a little head.
That's a snug fit, brother.
It's rated for 200 miles an hour.
So today, what we're doing in the S14 here. Just working on wiring again. Oh, damn, I took it apart.
It did look good a second ago.
It looked real good a second ago.
But Wyatt made this nice little panel for the fuses and relays right there in the center console. Made it out of some mild steel. I mean, we'll show it once you get it all back together.
Yeah, we'll show them it some more. But yeah, just working on getting this thing wired up. You guys saw it in the last video, kind of getting the headlights and stuff wired in. So yeah, just making more progress on it. We do plan to take this thing to Cletus and Cars, so.
Yeah, we're really needing to try to drive it soon though, because that's,
yeah.
I'm kind of just hoping we don't have issues once it does actually drive.
Yeah,
you know, with
this
like
week.
with like the tranny and like the adapter plate that's, I feel like has never been done, and
right.
Got to make sure it all works together.
Yeah, we've only got what, 14 days. All right, take your hat back and let me get back to work.
Same, dude.
Bye.
But that's what we're dealing with today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and tear this engine apart and see if we can find what that noise was. Well, I was afraid this would happen. Pulled everything apart on the MR2 down to the piston and rod coming out of the block here, and I have gotten pretty much nowhere. Found nothing. Nothing is wrong with the engine that I have seen so far. Before I pulled the head off, I double checked everything on the rocker assembly. You know, all the pins are in there, everything looks good. All the little roller bearings on there are good, because I didn't want to pull the head off just yet, you know, because it's also sacrificing a brand new head gasket that we just put on there. So now when we put it back together, we got to do a new head gasket. Pulled the piston and rod out of the #1 cylinder there, you know, thought maybe it could have been like a wrist pin. You know, people were saying a bearing. I didn't think it was anything in the bottom end from what the noise sounded like, but you know, just to be sure, have the peace of mind, went ahead and pulled it all the way apart. Got the wrist pin here, everything is straight and true. Goes in there smooth, no slop. Everything looks perfect. So
I say it's still nice and tight in both the rod bore and the piston bore for the rod for the wrist pin.
Yep.
No slop there.
Sleeves. Yeah, this type of piston takes these little buttons that go on the side, so the wrist pin goes in, and then there's just this aluminum cap that kind of sets in there. The ring goes right here, so it holds it all together. So these literally just rest there, and the ring holds it in place. So the wrist pin can't really go anywhere, because on some, you know, motors, most of them use most engines will have like a wrist pin clip, or they're pressed in, and one of those clips comes off, you know, the wrist pin could be riding to one side making some noise or something, but it can't really happen on that. The bearings look fine, you know, they're little,
they have normal wear,
yeah,
but they still look great shape.
completely normal wear on the bearing.
Yeah.
So that would probably be a good time to put new bearings in the motor since it's apart, but I'm gonna send it at this point. I don't know what it was. Really should have probably just taken the car to that event that one day and just let it go.
Yeah.
So
if it was gonna break, it would have broke.
I really don't want to say it. It didn't sound like it in the video, but there's a chance it could have just been an exhaust leak, because if you look on the port on the head right here, it is black right around that cylinder, and I knew that this bolt was always kind of like hard to get to and stuff, and I got it tight, but it was still leaking a little bit right there. But looking back at the video, I mean, I double checked several times before I pulled the trigger on doing all this, because trust me guys, I did not want to pull the engine out of this car. I didn't go, oh, it's something, I'm going to pull the motor. No, I watched the video back, I looked at, I like crawled up under there, you know, tightened the bolt while it was running. I was like, I really don't think it's an exhaust leak, but you never know. Just I don't know.
I've never heard an
video again of it running, but it sounded
Yeah.
like something in the head was off.
I was gonna say I've never heard an exhaust leak like that, but you know, this is the first time for everything.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, I have the peace of mind knowing it's not
Anything in the bottom end.
so
yeah. There's nothing else it could be. We're completely
I
apart.
mean, it could still be something that we're just not
Yeah.
seeing, but at this point, it's nothing. It doesn't appear to be anything major. So put it back together. If it makes the noise, I'm just gonna let it run, because the noise did clear up when it would kind of heat up sometimes. And like if that was an exhaust leak, maybe the heat is expanding that little seal right there, and I don't know. Maybe it was just an exhaust leak, but it was definitely a very odd one if it was. So odd that I wanted to tear the whole engine apart to be sure, because I've heard a lot of exhaust leaks. The hatch has a lot of them. They don't sound like that. That sounded rough. So we have to fix our chain swing real quick, because the other day we were messing with it, and we welded this bar to it. It's a little rusted right now. It's been sitting in the rain, but we welded this bar to this carabiner right here. They went to the end of the chain. We were swinging around,
doing circles with
yeah,
it.
it got to a point
Fell.
we were twisting the chain and letting ourselves spin while it unwound. And when I went to do it, I twisted it up too tight, and it was hooked
They
by
only had
this
it hooked
chain.
like
Yeah,
this.
there's a loop up there.
They had it hooked
Went
like
through
that.
the loop, and then the chain, you know, just rehooked into itself. I twisted it hard enough that it came undone, and half the chain freaking fell on my head.
Yeah.
Kind of hurt.
So
But-
tonight, it's like 1 in the morning. Tonight we thought it'd be a great idea to go up there and re-bolt it.
Yeah, this is our buddy Eric, and he has his boom truck, and he's higher than he needs to be, but you can see where the chain came undone right there, halfway up, but he's up in the tree.
Dude, I can only imagine what the name of that thing.
The neighbors are probably like, what?
Coming up, brother.
Got a line in the bucket up there. Lower her down. A rusty bar. He is all the way up in the boom truck. Oh, rope swing's bad.
Fixed it. Thanks to Eric.
If that chain popped right now,
Oh, broken neck, brother. That would suck.
I think we got it good this time.
Oh,
Dang.
that was a sick flip, huh?
So it's the next day, getting ready to reassemble everything here for the MR2, and Wild Cooper appeared.
Showed up unannounced. I know you don't like fans just stopping by. I figured
You know, we'll
take
make
my chance.
we'll make an exception this time.
Perfect.
You're welcome anytime you want.
Awesome. I like to hear that because me and Kyle are in a similar boat here. You know, we're breaking our project cars to try to go faster, and it's not easy.
No.
It's a tough life.
Yeah, I'm hoping
doing
you
it.
don't have to dive in this deep.
I'm gonna try not to.
Is that why you're down
Holding
here?
on.
Getting your injectors checked out?
Yep, checking the injectors, and then the injectors flowed pretty good, so the next is just go through my whole spark system. Coils, plugs, grounds, power, all that fun stuff, and then if that doesn't work, then I
And
just
then
burn
just-
the car down.
That's about where I'm at. I'm reassembling everything, and it's gonna go or it's gonna blow. So
Exactly. If there's a weird fire in the back of my yard, just don't pay any attention to
ignore
it.
that.
Yeah.
Were you getting much crap in your comments, or were they pretty nice to you?
Man, people are ruthless. It's
Me and I
crazy.
were just talking about this yesterday.
I just don't know how they all know so much more than me. It's insane. They're all smarter than me. 1,000 comments. I don't get it.
Damn. Oh, ruthless, man. Straight calling them out.
I can
We're
take the
trying, guys.
heat. I can take the heat, which is funny because like they think that they're like really offending me, but like it doesn't really bother me that much.
Yeah, it doesn't bother us too much either. 'Cause unless you're elbows deep in these things, then you guys will get it. It's a lot of effort for a little bit of fun.
I was telling Kyle when we were taking it apart, I was like, dude, I'm gonna laugh. It's just an exhaust leak. Because I seen the gasket was starting to blow out again. Pull it apart, nothing wrong.
Dude, I thought about it before we started. That came into the conversation. Exhaust leak. People
we're sitting
commenting
there.
exhaust leak. I'm like, dude, that does not sound like an exhaust leak.
Never heard one like that.
When you listen to things back on video, they sound so different. Like when I'm listening to my car misfire on video, it sounds way different than in person.
In the video I took of this, it sounds better in the video than it did in person for sure.
Of course.
Is it backwards?
It's backwards. But it works.
Hey.
That's better. Add them a little froth.
There it is.
Sick. Alright. One
Nice.
window down, lights, headlights, tail lights, turn signals, other window, all that to go.
So I'm pretty excited because the final piece we needed for the hatch's transmission just came in. And that was our differential. So this is a WaveTrack LSD. And I had Aaron Lopez assemble everything for me. And then we have the PPG all-wheel drive transfer gear right there. And then that is our final drive gear that came with the new gear set, the transmission. So now we have everything to get the dog box together for the hatch. I even got brand new bearings for it and all kinds of goodies. But I was a little bummed out because I want to show you guys this real quick. I was sitting on my freaking kitchen table and I saw the FedEx dude drop this thing off. And he literally just, we had all our gates shut and he literally just set the box up on the fence and he just shoved it over and let it tumble and fall. And the box said fragile on it, this side up. It didn't come in just that little box, it came in a slightly bigger box. But look at this, dude.
Calling out FedEx.
I am calling out FedEx. Freaking sad, look at that. So that's how I saw it, just laying there. And then if you scroll over, you know, fragile, upside down, this side, this way up, then freaking beat up my box pretty good. So, but it's all good, everything inside was safe, but
Nonetheless,
FedEx, dude.
Step up your game, bro.
Step up your game.
Why can't every shipping company just be Amazon?
I know, they'll come.
They hand deliver it.
They'll water your plants while
They
they're
water
in
my
the
plants, turn the pottery back over, you know, because it got knocked down or something. Like, they take care of you.
Yeah, but good thing is that's okay. And then got the little PPG gear in here as well that goes to the transfer case. But yeah, have everything for the hatch. So I'm not sure when we'll get started on that because we have like Cletus and cars and stuff coming up by the end of this month. So we're gonna be busy working on like the S14 and seeing if the MR2 will be good to go or not. But we will be starting soon on that. So I'm excited. Hatch is coming back.
You don't look very excited.
I'm very excited.
Give them a smile.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Well, I think that is going to wrap this video up. I was going to get more done today and actually get the engine and everything mounted up into the car. We'll still probably do that, but it's going to be later tonight, so I'm just going to go ahead and start editing now. I forgot that I don't have a clutch alignment tool with me right now, so I need that before I can get the clutch and transmission put back on the engine, and my buddy Jason's coming over with one, so we'll probably be doing that later on. But the engine is all put back together for the MR2. Like I said, I did not find anything. Everything in there looked perfect. So, you know, kind of sucks. Had to tear it all the way down just to double check things. But it's also, I guess, kind of good news that everything looked good. You know, there's a high chance that it could have just been an exhaust leak. But I swear, guys, it did not sound like an exhaust leak. If you heard this thing in person, you ask any car guy to hear that in person, I guarantee they'd say, yeah, something's messed up inside the engine in the head or something. It just sounded so weird. So it was good to double check. We're going to stick it back in the car, see what it does after that. If it still makes the noise, you know, double check this port right here, see if we can make sure that gets all sealed up. And you know, after looking at everything, I feel confident that we can send it on the motor and nothing's going to get hurt. So unless there's some super tiny underlying cause that we just can't see, I have no idea what it is, guys. But did my best, tore it down. So spent the last 3 days working on the MR2, so that's why we're a little behind, why it's been knocking out a whole bunch on the S14. And getting the wiring just about done. Also, if you guys remember, I was giving away the valves from the MR2 with merch orders. We were sending a whole bunch of those out, so if you guys did get one in your package, be sure to like tag me or Booster Boys on Instagram. I'd love to see who they went out to. And I also did see that the video where we first took the van out and got the radiator fixed did get over 20,000 likes, so you guys want to see it go fast. And we'll try to work that out. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.